I have some pretty interesting stuff that I'm gonna share with you today because I got my hands on a pre-released version of a new firmware for the Mini 4 Pro that adds some pretty nice features for the drone. I'm running these firmware versions right now, but by the release of this video, you will be able to get access to these features as well by downloading the official versions. Apart from a new firmware for the Mini 4 Pro as well as the RC-N2, there's also a new firmware available for the Air 3 that adds additional features to the drone. Let's talk about that in the end of the video. Let me just show you what you're getting with this version. So the first thing that I will show you is the Vision Assistant. You might already know what this is because that feature has been offered for the more expensive drones in the Mavic 3 series, but now you will also have access to these for the Mini 4 Pro as well as the Air 3. And the way that this works is I can simply place the drone here in front of me and I can activate the 4 cameras that are on each side of the drone. And I simply do that by swiping on the screen like this. You can see now I get a camera view here in the corner. I can just magnify it a little bit and then you would see that you have a black and white image where we're right now looking at the front camera. So I can switch it to the side camera and you can see the props are rotating. You can see it to the other side. You can also get a rear view. So in this way you can switch between the 4 cameras on each corner of the drone. And that could be very helpful if you're flying around and you want to spot for obstacles or such. I know you have the obstacle avoidance that will probably protect the drone, but if you for some reason just want to check out the view while you're up there, then you have the option to do that. As you can see, the image is black and white and it's not particularly well stabilized. So it's only for an information or safety purpose. The next feature I want to show you is called ActiveTrack 360 Auto Mode. Let me just explain what it does before we try it out. With ActiveTrack 360 Auto Mode, the system will plan a route automatically. You will not need to draw anything on the ActiveTrack compass. Just frame the subject that needs to be tracked and the Mini 4 Pro will automatically execute the planned tracking route. It is supposed to intelligently be able to switch between different flight modes, helping you to create an aerial masterpiece. But let's see about that. Let's go out and try it out. So, let's position the drone here somewhere. Then we frame me. Press ActiveTrack, we select Auto and go. And now you can see that it will say follow. So if I go here, it will most likely do a follow sequence. So if I go over here, see now it switches into circle. So now it's circling around me. And I didn't touch the screen at all. So let me go back. I don't know about the aerial masterpiece. So right now it's just following me. So now it's doing a helix. Another helix. Switches into follow. So, done. So basically it just flicks automatically between the quickshot modes that are available on the drone. It's cold outside and I'm actually sick, so I'm sorry if my voice is not so optimal for this. All right, so those were 2 of the features that you got with this new firmware. So the Vision Assistant, where you can use the cameras on all sides of the drone to spot for obstacles. And then there was this ActiveTrack 360 Auto Mode. This firmware should also make the Mini 4 Pro compatible with the Goggles 2, the Integra and the RC Motion 2. I don't have either of them, so I can't really test that part. Before we're discussing what you're getting additionally for your Air 3, then let me show you another feature that you're getting with this firmware, where you can disable the downward vision sensors. So why do you want to disable the downward sensors? That's actually because if you, like me, like to fly from the car and you want to land on a reflective surface like this, sometimes the drone will not be allowed to do that. It's not all the time, but sometimes it will tell you that you are not allowed to land on a surface like this. I'm pulling down, pulling down, pulling down, pulling down, and it will not let me land on this reflective surface. So it's actually, I tried it just before and that landed perfectly. So sometimes, depending on the level of reflections, you are not allowed to land on this reflective surface. And if that's on a boat or something where you actually need to land on a reflective surface, I can just land it here next to it, so that's actually not a problem. Then it's really, really nice that you have the option. So if I show you the difference, so if I pull it down right now, see, it comes down very softly. Like this. So if I go in here, under safety, scroll down to the bottom here, there's something called advanced settings, and I scroll down to the base here, I can disable the vision positioning and obstacle avoidance sensing. So if I do that, you see, whoa, see, nothing stops the drone. So as you can see, you should be really, really careful with that feature, because nothing stops the drone if that is disabled. So let's make sure that that is enabled like this. So these are the 4 things that you're getting with this new firmware for your Mini 4 Pro. The Vision Assistant, the ActiveTrack 360 Auto Mode. You are getting it so you can disable the downward vision sensors in case that you need to land on reflective surfaces. And you're getting compatibility with the goggles and the motion controllers. If I look at the release notes, you will get ActiveTrack 360 Auto for the Air 3 as well, but with manual mode for the 24 and the 70mm camera. You would also get zoom in the photo mode, so you can get digital zoom 1 to 3 with the 24mm lens, and you can get 3 to 9 with the 70mm lens, equal to what you can do with video. Also, spherical panoramas are now supported by the medium telephoto lens. So that was everything. Have you discovered something else with this new firmware that I've kind of missed, or DJI did not decide to include in the brief that they sent me? Then let me know in the comments below. By the way, are you one of the people that don't know what to do with ND filters for your drone? Then I've made a very comprehensive video explaining all the fundamentals behind the different filter types, when, where and how to use them. So if you're in doubt what filters should be used in what situations, then I will highly recommend that you go and watch this video. I will make sure to leave a link through this card. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then feel free to give it a like. If you didn't like it, feel free to press the dislike button twice. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next one.